This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Saying from the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Might be calling a hot route. Simmons. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's Julian Saying to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space.
Oh, my God! Yo!
Inside the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down. At the 20-yard line, good coverage there. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Throwing Simmons. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Sooners are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Hard running there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just...
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Extra point here will tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got room to work. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Now here's Ncaa. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here's Simmons to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield at Simmons. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Now that's a throw and a pocket presence that will have scouts buzzing about this dude.
That's exactly what coaches talk about when they talk about pocket presence. Hanging in there, understanding I'm about to get hit, but I need to make this play down the field and give my receiver a chance. Unbelievable effort.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Reads it, fires complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's got it on the left. They'll finally pull him down after the big gain inside the 20-yard line, but it might all be for naught. There is a penalty marker on the play. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Ncaa from the gun on third down. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up.
All by himself down the middle. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. You're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Right back to it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Simmons floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. There's some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
How electrifying is this guy when the ball is in his hands? I'll tell you, he's making a name for himself all across college football. Ripped off over 100 yards in his last game out. He's basically at that now. This defense does not have an answer.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball. Playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions. and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Upstairs, he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man on the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing, say it. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The Canes are threatening on first and goal. Running the red zone. It's Pringle. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense back onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Making side adjustments here. Throwing Simmons. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that...
Intercepted to stop the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Say it. Good timing on the quick out. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Maybe some room here. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here's Simmons to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll try to run for it. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down, Simmons. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups.
Here's a little room there. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense...
Into the secondary on the right. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely...
Got it! Touchdown, Hurricane! Back and forth they go as these two high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Simmons fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Austin Simmons firing again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what a cut! The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons plucks it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Again, it's Simmons. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. He makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Gets it to the back. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Simmons fires to the right. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown Sooners! The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try the right side. There's a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man on the outside.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Snags it, and he's open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the option. Might have a chip. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense. From
inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because
He's got it along the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing Simmons. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field to get.
But, and he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Quick release by the QB. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the...
Yo, can y'all hear me? Bro, it said connection lost though. My stream's still on. I'm tripping. Yo. Wait, is there, if you can hear me then like I didn't lag out? I'm confused. Bro, no way. Bro, are we serious? I scored too, like, bro. I mean, I was up. I mean, he can run it back though. That's good. He can run it back, but it's like. It's whatever. Niggas, yes or no? No way. Wait, let me see my LAN cable. My LAN cable in? My LAN cable in. I'm starting CJ Bailey this game. I ain't gonna lie. I got to. CJ Bailey is starting this game. I had to put him in a box. I know what to do now too though. No way. Oh, DJ popping it.
This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, he told me this will be one of the biggest tests all year. Of course, they want to establish their dominance, SEC over the ACC, but he's going to need the crowd noise to do it. Confusion at the line of scrimmage when the offense has the ball. He said, I want our fans amped and ready to impact this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top.
Makes the catch and he's free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to them.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got it back corner of the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast.
Finding some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corner
Makes a grab and room to run. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Pringle. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Bring in the heat. He's got an open man. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got it on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Canes will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll operate out of split backs. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's Simmons to throw. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Hawkins. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Sooners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. Could be an outing. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Robinson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
That Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Running inside, it's Pringle. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Pringle. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll go play action with Ncaa. Now sliding to his left. Stands in and takes the hit. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Ncaa trying to be heard above the noise. He makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And
makes the grab in their space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. If you like offense, this 2nd quarter is probably going to be a game for you. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on 3rd down. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Ncaa under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw again. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Ball down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Simmons throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Sooners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Crosses the 45. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throwing Simmons. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had.
Sprinting away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly complete. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Canes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Simmons to throw. It's complete to the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Got his man downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Simmons shoots it to the left. Fires it incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Makes the grab down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down. Running inside. It's Pringle. Maybe a crease. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's Julian saying to throw. A little release to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Makes the grab.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. going. Say it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Saying from the gun on third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be changing the route. Throwing Simmons. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's third down here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Hawkins. There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. The one play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Hey, kill it. 180, raise car. 180, raise car.
Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Ncaa. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Say it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. A shot toward the end zone. Makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Simmons. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Running inside, it's Hawkins. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload.
Maybe some room here. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in there. sideline. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our block.
Snags it, and there's running room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And right down the middle. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
Turning it on! Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a little room there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's Simmons to throw. He's got the tight end. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Steps away to find some room. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Hey, man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my goal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. See it. Got the quick pass. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to change this route. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Ready.
Simmons. Hauls it in. At the 20, he's got space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long Ncaa to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
From the gun on third down, Ncaa unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
He's going to get loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He might want another play. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Throwing Simmons. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. The give on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a... Snags it, and he's open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's Ncaa to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
I tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here, 1st and goal.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play.
139 Albatross.
Might as well stick with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Fights off a defender. But, and he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You gotta love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beauty.
There's a crease. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
I just think for the offense, at this situation of the game, in the 4th quarter down in possession, you can be a bit more aggressive and throw the ball vertically down the field. Challenge this secondary. Force them to make plays and to play clean without pass interference.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Throwing, say it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Picks up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Hurricanes back on top.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Simmons. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.